If you didn't know, today's TMJ4 is your Olympic station, and each day we bring in Olympic guests to add some flavor to the games.
Looking forward to this one because today we have a very special guest, very familiar to the today's TMJ4 family. It's former sports anchor Jessie Garcia.
And she has a new book out about Wisconsin Olympians. It's called Going for Wisconsin Gold, Stories of Our State Olympians.
Well, thanks for joining us. When we're talking about Wisconsin Olympians, we probably think of the current ones, but how many Olympians are we talking about?
Well, believe it or not, in my research, there are, including this year, about 450 Olympians with Wisconsin connections. And this book spans the entirety of the modern Olympics, which goes 1896 through the present. So, you know, just an incredible number. And I found, you know, Wisconsin Olympians involved in so many key pivotal moments and controversies and big events. I mean, it was just incredible to me as I went on through this book, discovering all of these things about Wisconsin Olympians.
Tell us one of the surprises that came out of this book, especially with one of the athletes having a record that still hasn't been broken to this day.
Sure. Well, there were a number of surprises. First of all, I never knew that Wisconsin had the first African-American medalist in history, came from Wisconsin. That, you know, unearthed that as we went along. We also had the man who invented the hurdling technique, where
the 1, 2, 3 jump?
No, where one leg goes forward and one leg stays backwards.
Okay.
Before that, they would run up to a hurdle and they'd like hop over it. And so he invented it, and he won 4 gold medals in the 1900 games, which is a record that has still not been broken by anyone. So he's the only person to win 4 gold medals in a single Olympics in individual events. So like Jesse Owens won one in a relay, but Alvin Krenzlein was his name, and he grew up just a few blocks from here on the east side of Milwaukee.
I imagine a lot of stories about the speed skaters?
A lot of speed skater stories, yes, but not all speed skater stories. We wanted to cover the breadth of, you know, every sport that we have, summer games, winter games, etc. But you'll find out so much about some of the speed skaters, the names you know, Dan Jansen, Bonnie Blair, Casey Fitzrandolph, you know, those are all in here, and I interviewed each one of them in depth, and so their stories, I feel, are told in a new way that, you know, are very, very in depth.
We want to share because everyone can see, hear this book, buy this book tonight. Tell us about what you have going on tonight.
Yes, 6:30 p.m. I'm actually heading over there very shortly. Shorewood Public Library. We will have a book launch, and we're going to have so much fun. It's this is my 3rd book. We have so much to talk about with the Olympics. I have a really fun video presentation, very family friendly. So if you're free tonight, come on over to Shorewood.
Any spoiler alerts?
You'll have to come by tonight, Charles.
Exactly.
Yes, at 6:30. Jesse, thank you for joining us. And please go out to Shorewood. If not, you can also purchase the book, I'm sure, online.
Yep, Amazon, Barnes & Noble, your local bookstore, or wisconsinhistory.org.
Sounds like a plan.
The author, Jessie Garcia.
Thanks, you guys.